Okay, hey there everybody. We have a new game we're starting here, as you can see. And check it out. I have my tea. Yes, I am a tea drinker, FYI. Not a coffee drinker. No siree. And check it out. I even have a little biscuit. Yes, I'm letting myself have a treat. But you know what you're going to notice? Well, I don't know if you'll notice, but if you pay attention, you will. The way I eat my cookie with my tea is kind of different. People kind of laugh at me for this, but I'll just take like little nibbles, like you know what I mean? I'll make it last, right? I'm like a mouse. So whatever, don't judge me. But can I just tell you something really quick? The fact that my chessboard is crooked is kind of driving me crazy. I know, aesthetically, I don't like it. No bueno. But I'm going to look past it, right? Chess is going to go with the flow. That's right. This is a life lesson. So we're going to carry on with this. Like and subscribe if you want more stuff from me, okay? Okay. Today I have a really interesting topic to cover. And it's all about this freaking paradox within the INFJ, this balance between logic and desire that exists within them, right? Aren't we so freaking tired of these paradoxes, guys? Aren't we? Well, too bad. I'm going to talk about it. So, INFJs, they are very logical, okay? But you got to realize this. They have been their own bodyguards since they were children, okay? And they've always had to protect their inner child. And they even still protect the grown-up version of them. I mean, the beat goes on. It doesn't stop for them, okay? The bodyguard gear, yeah, it sticks. And so because of that, yes, they come off as very logical and maybe even conservative, right? Could be, yeah. But if someone could sort of spark the INFJ's inner child, and hold it and make it feel safe, well then, maybe the INFJ could surrender a bit, huh? So let's dabble into this whole topic. INFJs are overthinkers, okay? They'll calculate well into the future and they'll think of all the possibilities of what could happen and all the downfalls. And honestly, the negative thoughts do tend to get focused on more than the positive ones because, again, they're their own bodyguards, right? And listen, if they don't look at all of the bad things that could happen, I mean, they're fired, right? That's about it. And on top of that, INFJs were taught to color inside the lines, I mean, because to do otherwise is just irresponsible, right? And I mean, INFJs just don't respect irresponsible, right? But beyond that, they kind of had to be mature for their age and they had to do things responsibly. Yeah, they were like little adults, running around. It's kind of weird. But here's the thing, INFJs. What if, hear me out, what if being this responsible, coloring inside the lines, being a really awesome bodyguard, right? What if it isn't good for your soul? You ever think about that? What if it isn't good for your development or for your unmet needs for love, comfort, or the warmth that regretfully you just can't give yourself, right? You ever think about that? INFJs have deep desires, okay? I know they portray a really stoic presentation. They can look cold even maybe, or detached, or hey, I touched on it not long ago. Maybe they look snobby, huh? But don't be fooled by this, okay? The INFJ has a fire burning inside of them, okay? They have passions and they have, this is going to sound kind of juicy, but they have fantasies even, right? And there's definitely that side within them. There's just so much more to an INFJ than meets the eye. That's the bottom line here. They're like a volcano, right? They're serene, unmoved, stoic, right? But inside, there is like a bubbling hot lava, right? And only few people will ever get to see it, right? I mean, maybe even only one person, who knows? But the thing is everyone just kind of respects the volcano, right? It just sits there. It's just part of the landscape and solid. And you know what? No one bugs it. No one touches it. No one bugs it. They just let it be because they don't want to poke the bear, right? And they just thank their lucky stars that nothing's going to come out of this volcano for what? I don't know, 10 years? I mean, who knows, right? And they just let it be. Yep. But who looks inside? Who does? I mean, here's the thing. Maybe, well, that's the other thing I should mention, okay? I don't know how this is going to sound, but that's kind of part of the equation. The INFJ will think to themselves, you know what? Show me that you are going to go ahead and look inside this volcano. That's right. Show me that you have the guts to climb up this volcano and look inside, like stare right into the abyss of it. Do you have the guts for that? Because if not, if you don't, just continue on your hike, okay? You ain't gonna see the lava. No. No, you're not. Because only the people that have guts get to see it, okay? Only the people that the INFJ knows can handle it will get to see it. That's the thing of it. The INFJ only exposes parts of themselves that they feel can be received. It's as simple as that. I mean, remember, we're chameleons, so we give what we see fit, like what we think is going to fit in with, the pattern of who we're with, right? But you know what? The INFJ's desire has been tucked away a little bit their whole life. I mean, they've kind of had to keep it under control, right? So it has to be inspired to be shown, Yeah, it's that's not something that you're just gonna see so easily off the bat. Chances are, okay? But they will show little parts of it in social situations, okay? You may see little nuggets of it, but there's always more deep inside with an INFJ. Everything you think you know about them, forget it. It goes deeper than all that, right? But you know what? You guys got to hear this story. You got to hear this. Okay, story time. I know. I tell you guys too many story times now. But I'll be quick. And anyways, don't you want to know who the heck you're talking to, right? Okay, so this is your chance to hear, who the hell you've been listening to. Okay, so I'm not going to get deep into this because, I don't want to give away my life here. But let me put it like this. I have some ladies that I've been seeing for like, I don't know, let's say a year, a couple times a week. It's like an event thingy and I'll go to it. And anyways, so I'm standing around with a couple of them and we're talking. And you know me. Okay, maybe you don't know me actually, but typical INFJ, I'm there and everyone just tells me everything, right? They just let it all out. It kind of amazes me because meanwhile, I'm telling them nothing about me. I mean, maybe surface level crap, but you know what I mean, right? And anyways, and I guess they just feel cozy around me. And I kind of, hey, the chameleon me, huh? I kind of morph to everybody and I'm able to kind of take on their energy, right? And reflect it back to them. So anyways, they're talking and I'm not going to get into what they're saying. One of the girls, because it was kind of spicy actually, okay? And she was saying some stuff and then she turns to me and she goes, you know what I mean, Chaz? Like, I can see you know exactly what I'm talking about kind of thing, right? Because like you live on the edge or something like that. I don't know what the hell she said. And I was so surprised. I was like, what? No, I'm not like you. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And then the other lady looks at me and she's got this look on her face. How do I describe this? It's like a look of disbelief and surprise and I don't know what else. And she goes, what are you talking about, Chess? She's totally right. We can see it. You're like a wild child. I was like, what? I was so shocked because remember, I don't tell these people anything, okay? And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm not some wild child. Like, no, you got me all wrong. I'm vanilla, you know? And I don't know, guys. It got me thinking because, I mean, I don't tell these people. Okay, like low-key, I have done some crazy shit, okay, in my life. I'm not talking about spicy things. I'm just talking about, you know, life, right? But I don't tell them those things, right? So I don't know where they get this from. But I guess they have, like, I have leaked out some little nuggets, right? Unbeknownst to me, I didn't even realize I was doing it, right? So that's the whole point of this story time. INFJ will let little things slip out, right? And I guess people pick up on it. So you will see some of what's there. But as I said, there's always more, okay? Don't just take it at face value. Okay. Well, all these little desires that they have buried deep inside, this is the real challenge for the INFJ because how can they have that untamed desire, right? Coexist with logical, practical, life-saving ideology. And yeah, that's right. I said life-saving because in some cases, the INFJ has had to save their own life. They have been in situations that were nuts. So yeah, I'm not taking that back. I mean it. And the other thing, the INFJ, here's how they can think, okay? They can think, okay, I could surrender, because yes, it does take surrendering, okay? I could surrender my logical side and experience my desires, but then I'll perish, you know? Because the INFJ has kind of only survived this long because of their logical side, right? Like, let's not downplay this. The logical side has done them well, you know? The logical side got them through the worst of times and the best of times, okay? We gotta see it for what it is. So the INFJ thinks to themselves, if they just relinquish that, I mean, all hell's gonna break loose. Then what? Where's the structure of their lives, right? Where's the framework? What's gonna hold them up if they just give in to that? And that's what kind of makes them not give in to it. But here's the thing, okay? If they don't surrender and give in to some of their desires, are they really living? Yeah, that's a rough one, isn't it? But it's true, right? But anyways, let me just give you some little bits of info here, because the question comes, who will they surrender to? What kind of person could the INFJ be around? I'm talking romantically here, okay? What kind of person would inspire them to surrender their logical side and give in to their desires and, give in to that side of them? Well, I'm going to tell you, okay? I'm going to tell you what kind of person has the ability to bring that out in them. Okay, number one, this person has to be consistent. That's numero uno. Everything else means nothing if you're not consistent, okay? Okay. And they gotta mean what they say and say what they mean. And the other thing, are they giving with their spirit? Like, are they giving of themselves? And are they giving of their love? Like, I don't know how to put that. Do they let it come out of them and project it towards the person? Do you know what I mean? And what's the energy that they have? Remember, I've spoken about this. Energy is so important for an INFJ. They really feel it, right? But you know what a big one is that I'm sure a lot of people don't think about? Is the question, can the INFJ's inner child play with the other person's inner child? Like, do those two children get along? Do you know what I mean? Can they have fun together and, like, I don't know, frolic throughout the fields together, or play games, go to the park, I don't know, whatever. Can they do that? Because the INFJ's inner child is kind of ignored, but it was kind of never allowed to be a child, And so if someone can make them feel like they could just rest in that inner child space and have fun with it, then that really taps into a whole different side of the INFJ, doesn't it? Right? Because for once, someone is helping them explore a different side of themselves. And anyways, isn't it just freaking refreshing to be able to just be easy and light and have fun with somebody and kind of just play with their inner child like that? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I really do think that's kind of a hidden element to it. And also, I think that also makes someone feel more safe because, for example, if my inner child can connect to someone else's inner child, then that person kind of rings as more, not innocent per se, but trustworthy, less likely to hurt me. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but I hope you guys get what I mean by that. But aside from that, well, what's really important is, how does the INFJ feel when they're around that person, right? Do they feel peace or joy or intrigue or passion, delight, or, I have to say it, do they feel saucy or spicy? And do they feel protected or understood? Do they feel safe? All these things all mean something, right? There's just so many layers to get through. There's just so many checkpoints to get through, right? In order to reach that lava inside the INFJ. Yeah, in order for the INFJ to just surrender and let go of their logical side a bit. But you know what? This is also why I say that people don't actually know the INFJ, okay? Because the inner desires are only seen by a select few people. I mean, as I said, hell, maybe even only one person in their lifetime. Who knows? And I mean, this does pose a challenge, right? I mean, for anyone who's trying to get close to them anyways. So let's say that the average person can only see, like what, 50% of the INFJ, if you really think about it, right? I mean, but I imagine that most people don't show all of themselves either, right? Let's just go with 80%. I mean, it's hard to say because everyone has got something that they keep just for themselves, right? But the fact that the INFJ only expresses about 50%, well, it also adds to their enigmatic quality, doesn't it? Because although a person can't see what's on the inside, they can hear a pulse, can't they? Or they can feel an energy of something more. Something they can't quite put their finger on, right? And it sounds quite alluring, doesn't it? And now that I think about it, actually, that story I told you about those two women who were thinking I was some kind of wild child, I mean, maybe that's what it was. Maybe they could just hear a pulse or feel an energy, coming from me, and they kind of concocted their own vision of who I was as a person. I mean, listen, they weren't right. I'm not some wild child, okay? I mean, everyone's got the wolf in there. Remember I spoke about that? The wolf and the lamb. Is it lamb or sheep? Who cares? The point is, everyone's got the wolf. But these women are crazy. They think I got a pack of wolves. And I don't, okay? Okay. But yeah, it does sound alluring, huh? But what about the other areas of life? I mean, I touched on, how they are, let's say, romantically with someone else. But what about the other things in life? Like, what about the other things that INFJ wants to do, but they're just too logical to do it? Like, I don't know, skydiving, moving across to a whole different country and starting a new life. Like, you name it. There's so many things that kind of would take surrendering to your desires over your logic, right? Well, I kind of think that an INFJ could have an alter ego. Okay, you guys all know Beyonce, right? I mean, who doesn't know Beyonce? Did you know that she has an alter ego? Yeah. She calls it Sasha Fierce. I saw her talk about it in an interview. So when she's going to go on stage, Sasha Fierce comes out. And that's how she manages to, bam, do what she does on stage, right? Well, the INFJ can have the same thing. And actually, I've discovered mine. Yeah. I have. You guys got to hear about this. It's so hilarious. Okay, I have a couple of besties, right? And oh my God, when the three of us get together, it's just next level. Oh my God, they just give me life, these girls. Like, I can actually be myself with them. Do you know what I mean? So because of that, I've shown them some lava, okay? And we ended up coming up with this alter ego of mine, like, because Okay, do you guys know that song by Jennifer Lopez? It goes, "Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. And then a little have I have a lot." Yeah, right? That's me. I'm Chessie from the block. Okay. I mean, it's a different name. I'm not going to say my real name, but yes, I'm Chessie from the block. And because you know what? I am from the block, right? Like, I grew up, guys. I tell you, Matt, I got those street smarts from how I grew up, okay? And so I have that side to me of not everyone gets to see it, but I ain't playing, okay? I don't play around, you know? I could be a tough chick. And so sometimes when we're talking, me and my friends, I'll be like, "Oh no, I can't do that. I don't have the guts," or whatever. And they're like, "What are you talking about? What would Chessie from the block do?" You know? Oh, and they'll pump me up. Or I'll be telling them a story about, and guess what? Chessie from the block came out and, I gave him the smackdown, Yeah, it's a whole alter ego of mine and it's so funny. But anyways, the point is, if you don't have one, INFJs, you gotta get an alter ego because it's kind of exciting. It's a cool way to spice up your life. But anyways, back to the video, okay? Where was I? Well, as you can see by everything I've said up until now, you will see glimpses of the desires that is within the INFJ. But why don't they just let go? Right, INFJs? Why can't you just let go? I mean, think about it. The INFJ knows all of this about themselves, okay? But I think what they really need to know is they need to recognize, like, they hold the power. I mean, this is where, by the INFJ not just letting go, this is how they really show how powerful they are because they have so much self-control. Like, even while staring at something that they really want, they'll hold back from it. I mean, they're so well trained, huh? And you know what? They even test their own self-control themselves. Yeah, kind of sounds masochistic, right? I mean, even people are kind of really surprised by my self-control, which I don't know why, but they are. So I think the average person is really shocked by how much self-control an INFJ has. I mean, if they even know what's in there, because maybe they think they're just like that and they think there isn't more in there. So they don't realize how much self-control it all takes, right? But the INFJ feels like if they break this self-control, they'll like go extinct or something, Because remember, the INFJ has only come this far because of their self-control, right? That's what helped them survive, for Christ's sake. So to just give that up, well, it's a little risky, huh? Yeah, they can think that way. And you know what else I'm realizing? INFJs, the best way to describe them, they're like vaults. Yeah. You know those vaults that aren't necessarily in a bank, but they house like really valuable objects like arts or whatever. And they control the humidity and the temperature, so the stuff doesn't get damaged. That's the INFJ, right? Because they protect their assets by regulating themselves. And actually, they're vaults in more way than one, Like, if you tell them something, boom, they put it in the vault, right? And whatever is inside of the INFJ, it's valuable, isn't it? Yes, it is. And not just anyone gets to see what's in the vault, right? No, you need special codes. You can't just get in the vault. Get out of here. So, listen, What then, guys? What then? What does this mean for the INFJ? I mean, are they just doomed to have a vanilla life? Huh? Well, number one, I'll say this. They kind of like vanilla, huh? Yeah. Because INFJs have grown up with some crazy shit. And you know what? After that, vanilla don't sound too bad, huh? Sometimes. But don't get me wrong. I mean, no, they do like to have some sprinkles and, some chocolate syrup, not just vanilla. But vanilla ain't too shabby, is it, INFJs? No, it's not. And the other thing is, INFJs kind of fill the gaps in because, well, you all know they have their fantasy land, right? Yes. So even if they don't have the guts to do something in person, well, a fantasy land to the rescue, huh? But you know what else? The INFJ also has a knack for living vicariously through other people, right? Living through their experiences. And as I touched on before, everyone just kind of tells the INFJ everything. I mean, my God, people tell me everything. And if I wanted to, yeah, I can live a whole nother life through just their experiences, living vicariously through them. I mean, I am able to do it. So, they can kind of scratch their itch that way too, right? But the bottom line is, here it is. All of the INFJ life is a life of scales, right? It's pros and cons. And this makes them have awesome judgment. And it makes them great at giving sound advice. And they're dependable. And, well, there's lots of great qualities there, right? And perhaps it's all worth it, huh, INFJs? Is it all worth it, Just staying stoic and not giving in to your desires like that? I mean, who really needs to have, an insane Vegas shakedown story under their belt, like the movie The Hangover or something? Who really needs that, huh, INFJs? Yeah. But I don't know, guys, don't you kind of want to have some fun? Color outside the lines a little bit, huh? What do you say? Is this going to be the year for it? Well, I don't know, but I hope this explained the INFJ for you because, yeah, they're an onion. Yeah, the layers and the layers. And look at this. You guys managed to get another long video out of me. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this. I think I'm breaking records here, but no regrets. I think it was good. I think it was worth it. And I look forward to the next one. I'm looking forward to chilling with you guys again. What will I bring next time? I brought tea this time. What's next time? I don't know. I'll see. Maybe something I desire. ... Okay, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Take it easy, okay? Be good out there. And, give in a little bit, huh? Just a little bit. Okay. Adios, amigos and amigas. I love you, okay? Take it easy.